Hello and good evening. Happy Friday, everyone. Today is day 7 of me going live every single day for 30 days. The consequence, if I fail, is that I have to sing and record myself, and I don't get to pick the song. That's the other thing. My friend Lauren has to pick the song, and I have to sing and record it and share it on social media. And we do not want that to happen because I'm not a good singer. So here I am going live on a Friday evening at 8:26. Welcome. I am going live to the Facebooks, to LinkedIn, to YouTube, Instagram, and over here on my phone to the TikTok. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining me this Friday evening. I'm noticing that I look a lot more alive on the TikTok video feed because of the filter that they naturally have than I do in the Streamland or StreamYard world. Anyway, we're just going to roll with it. Tonight, and hi, I'm Katie McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach. I don't think I said that yet. Anyway, I help ADHD business owners start and scale their businesses to however large they want it to be. And tonight, I'm sharing with you one of my secrets to creating content. And hi, Star, welcome. Hello. So one of the things that no one tells you about starting a business, especially a business that you run online, is that on top of being, the business owner and having to work with clients and having to sell your services, you also have to be pretty much a full-time content creator. Which is a lot of work. And it's especially a lot of work if you are not already a savvy, have routines built in content creator. So one of the things that I work to do in my business to make it easier on myself and to figure out different ways for my clients to make this easier on them is I come up with a ton of ways to get content ideas that doesn't burn you out. Right? Because a business is only as sustainable as the person running it. And if you are constantly burning yourself out doing too much work or forcing yourself into doing creative work that you're not well set up for mentally, hi Ashley, welcome, then guess what's going to happen? You are not going to last long. And we don't want that. We want you to start a business that you can run for as long as you want. And that when you are done with, you can either sell or shut down, but that you can run it in a way that it supports your ideal life. All right. We're not just out here starting successful businesses willy-nilly that make us lots of money, but also require us to work 80, 90 hours a week. No, thank you. We are starting businesses that actually support you living the life you want. All right. So when we think about creating content, usually it's sitting either on your phone or at your computer and staring at a blank screen or staring at the selfie, looking at yourself thinking, oh, fuck, well, what do I say now? Right. What you say matters. But there's so many ways to wake up the creative part of your brain to come up with ideas. All right. And so I'm going to show you one of my favorite tactics for that this evening. And because I'm playing with tarot cards anyway, I am going to be doing a reading for the world at large. So it's funny. I pulled these 3 cards. I got the King of Wands, this handsome bloke. He just looks like a bloke, doesn't he? Yeah. He's robust and he's a tall, long wand. Anyway, I got the Hierophant next, which has been coming up for me a lot lately. And I also got the Death card. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. All right. Hi, Lisa Marie. Just stopping in to show some love. Oh, so nice to have you. Thank you. Okay. So I already looked up the meaning of these cards. So when I say I'm a tarot card reader, I read the book. I don't know them all by heart. But there's a lot in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the reading. I'm going to talk you through what these cards mean. Hi, Teneri LeBron, welcome. And Forever Darling, hello. And Seed Oil Disrespecter, hello, welcome. So I'm going to read the meaning of the cards, and I'm then going to tell you how I would make content out of this for my social media to get clients. All right. So the King of Wands is known as the natural leader, the visionary, the entrepreneur, which is so fitting because I'm a business strategist and I help people start businesses. Okay, so a true visionary, the King of Wands lights fire to his ideas with finesse and intention. His enterprising nature is able to fully flesh out an idea from beginning to end. Passion rules his kingdom, where his visions have the purpose of impacting the world on a large scale. He's able to both lead and follow, delegating tasks effectively while simultaneously working alongside his team. His greatest wish is to empower those around him, to inspire them to be the best they can be. He molds the world to his ideas, supported by others who believe in his vision. Direct and straight to the point, the King of Wands asks you to create goals for yourself with clarity and imagination. Lead your life with intent and vision, with your eye on the prize. Don't stop until you get where you need to go. All right. Hi, Linda Wells and Clarice. Hello. So really powerful card to start off with. All right. And it did come right side up. I won't read the upside down one because it's not what we're going after right now. So that's what we're starting with. The Hierophant was the second card. Conventional, institution, tradition. Stay woke. The Hierophant calls on you to honor the traditions in your life. Whether large or small, honoring rituals can help you feel grounded. At this time, you are drawn towards joining a group, community, or organization that has certain rules you'd have to follow. By joining these groups, you will broaden your scope and expand your knowledge. Strength in numbers allows you to feel a sense of acceptance, unity, and identity. Look to your lineage of ancestors or religion to shine light on the wisdom of the past. The Hierophant guides you on your spiritual journey through unity and community rituals with rules and structure in societies. Be prepared to absorb as much information as you can. Higher learning leads to a better understanding of your higher self. Okay, so right off the bat, hi Jocelyn and Pabu, and welcome, and Mrs. Abos, welcome. So right off the bat, okay, so we have a business owner. Okay, we have a leader. We have someone who works really well with people and who wants to inspire other humans. And then we have a very clear sign to join community. We also have a very clear sign that, like, whatever goal you have to create rituals around it. Okay, so whereas the King of Wands is telling you that you absolutely cannot give up on your dreams. Like, you have to set very clear goals and you have to use your imagination, your vision to really figure out what they are. The Hierophant's coming in and saying, cool, but you can't get to a goal if you aren't actually working diligently on it, and if you don't have the right support system built around you. Okay, so the King of Wands, and hello, hey, Beth Martin, and yeah, girl, Grace Fletch, and Zorro, welcome. So right off the bat, we have like an incredible dynamic where it's acknowledging that you are an incredible leader. Okay. It's acknowledging that you are going to make a difference in the world. Okay. It's not even a question. You have a positive impact on the world. And you have big dreams. And it's a reminder that, like, you don't have to dial your dreams back. You actually get to ratchet them up if you want. Okay. But you have to be specific and you can't give up. And then we have a reminder that you have to get to work. And when you get to work, you don't just get to work and like work for a bit and then drop it. No. Whatever it is that you need to do to reach these goals, you have to create ritual around them. Okay, ritual that has rules and structure. If you have ADHD, like most people in my world do, rituals and structure are going to be so key to your success. Okay, hi Ryan, welcome, and Johnny D, hello. So right off the bat, so we have a very, very clear sign that whatever it is that you have as a goal for yourself, you have full permission to go for it. And like, don't let yourself get into that whole paradigm that you probably get sucked into where you wait for the excitement to hit to get to work. Okay, we're not doing that. If you want the goal, you get to create the ritual and you get to invest in the right community to do this. It's funny because these two things also like are very similar to the group program that I have for small business owners, because we set the goal and then we create all the rituals that you need to do, like like your marketing and your selling. We build it all, and it has like incredible support and community in it. So it's funny that these are the two cards that came out. The third card that came out, and don't get freaked out about this, okay? It doesn't mean what you think it means. You're not going to die, I promise. But the death card came out, okay? Hi, Katha. Hi, Sabrina. Hi, Gage. Welcome. So the death card is a really powerful card in the tarot world. And it means change. Okay. So change is natural. It happens everywhere. In this case, so the death card means change, ending, and rebirth. Okay. No, you are not going to die. It says it right there. Okay. That's just a common misconception of the death card. Death indicates an end of an aspect of your life, which can range from a job to a relationship. Death must occur in order for you to have a new beginning, shifting you forward into a transition period of rebirth, renewal. The cycle of death is quite natural and can be seen in nature transforming throughout the different seasons. Like nature, you are also going through a transformation that will be of great significance. Change is coming, sweeping the past to the side so that you can embrace the opportunities of the future. Clear the clutter and let go of what is not serving you in order to make room for a new life. When one door closes, another one opens. There is no life without death. Okay. So this kind of reinforces everything we were told in our first two cards, right? So we have the King of Wands, who is that incredible leader, entrepreneur who can lead people, create incredible impact in the world, set really incredible, ambitious goals. We have the Hierophant that's telling you that to reach those goals, you have to like create ritual. You have to be diligent and do the same thing over and over and over again until you reach there. And then we have kind of a rude wake up saying, hey, there's some shit that you're going to have to get rid of. Okay, there's some stuff that you're going to have to release, some ways you do life that need to change if you want to be able to make this happen. Hi, Jake and Leaf and Linda. Hello. It's really a beautiful wake up. It's a beautiful wake up that we have in these cards, because really it's this confirmation that whatever your goal is, you can have it. It's there. It's coming for you. But in order to do it, you have to set the goal. You have to get to fucking work, and you have to release some shit that no longer serves you. Okay. You have to be willing to let some parts of your life just kind of start burning and smoldering and going to ash. Okay. Because new stuff can't come in if you are already too busy. Okay. So for instance, you're not going to be able to start a full-time consulting job or consulting company if you're already working a full-time 9-to-5. You can start a side hustle consulting business. But at some point, you're going to have to give your notice on your job. Okay. It's just not going to work that way if you don't. When we start businesses, we want to guarantee, right? We want to guarantee that this is going to work out. There are no such thing. Okay. But if we keep holding on to all the things that have filled up our lives before, that have supplied money to us before, like a full-time job, then guess what can't come to you? All the full-time business that would come with you launching full-time into your business. All right. So that is the reading portion of this evening. If you have any questions, if you want me to pull a card for you, I'm more than happy to do that. But I do want to talk through how I use tarot cards to come up with content ideas. All right. Because as a business owner, one of the hardest parts about running a business and promoting your business is that you have to be a full-time content creator, right? So first and foremost, let's talk about the King of Wands. Okay. So this card, I did not pull this on purpose. Okay. When I deal out the deck, random shit hops out. This is one of the ones that hopped out. This is all about entrepreneurship and starting a business and setting really incredible goals. I couldn't have picked that better. That is exactly what I talk about. That is how I help people. So if I had gotten this card while I was trying to create content, one of the things that I would have looked at is what is the advice it's giving, and also what is the acknowledgement it's giving, right? So the thing that it's acknowledging in my audience is that they're incredible leaders, that they actually inspire the people around them, and that the work that they want to do, the work that they feel drawn to doing, their calling, is actually designed to have an incredible impact on the world. right? So this card is a very, very positive piece of content, right? So I would probably start the post off by championing my clients and saying, you know what, like the clients that I work with all want to make the world a better place. Right? That is something that they all have in common. And whether they give themselves credit for it or not, they're also incredible leaders. People really love working with them. And like, no matter what capacity they're working in, people feel inspired just being around them. Right. And one of the hardest parts about being this kind of person when you're starting a business is that, like, when you start your business, you don't get a whole lot of feedback around that, right? Because you're working on your own. You're not leading a team when you first start your business, right? You also don't have a whole lot of clients that you can get that energetic feedback from when you're just starting your business. And to acknowledge also that when you don't have that kind of feedback loop, when you're not getting that feedback that like you're inspiring and seeing the impact you're having with other people, it's really easy to dial back your big goals. Right? So easy to dial back your big goals because you're like, well, this is just a little itty bitty thing right now, and I'm not really doing much. So I guess I'll just like hang out here. No, this is the wake up. Like in this post that I would write that's based on this card, I would say it is 100%, like their success is 100% dependent on them being able to set the big goal for themselves and believe in it. Right. So hello, Jacon, welcome. And Leaf and Wyo Mama, like that. And Isa and Penny. Oh my gosh. And Tanisha and Lizeth and Ashley. Welcome, everyone. Hello. So yeah, so if I pulled this card and I were trying to do content like I am this evening, that's exactly the kind of talk track I would talk about. Oh, thank you so much. I try very much. Thank you. So yeah, so the King of Wands is a really powerful card to pull. And, something that I just want to remind you guys, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are. It doesn't matter if you believe in tarot cards. It doesn't matter if you just love like these like little mantra cards. If you have to create content for your business and if you're struggling to come up with ideas, this is a great way to do it because it's symbolism, and our minds are designed to pick up on symbolism and attach meaning to it. Okay. It's the reason why there's poetry and the reason why there's art. Okay. We love finding meaning for things and coming up with stories for it. So this is all like what I do sometimes when I need ideas for my content, but I offer this to you as a way you can also get ideas for content. All right. So that would be idea number one. Okay. Now the Hierophant is the card number 2. Now the Hierophant is all about establishing rituals so that you have a solid foundation so that you're grounded. All right. So if I were pulling this card and wanting to create content out of it, really, this would be a no bullshit kind of post. And thank you so much for the likes. Oh my gosh, how good. Thank you. Thank you everyone for the likes over on TikTok. I really appreciate it. So like I would probably call some people on their shit, right? So oftentimes when business owners like get started, they get started, but they don't actually get started, right? Like they tell people they started a business and they might like get a logo and start a website, and then they don't do anything else. And then they wonder, well, why aren't I getting any clients? And so I might start a post that's like kind of calling them out. Saying, hey, listen, like you think you've started a business, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this, but guess what? That doesn't mean you've started a business. Okay. Starting a business has to do with your daily tasks, the things that you do day in, day out that remind people in the world that you exist and that invites them to be in business with you. And for you to be a true business owner, for you to be someone who is actually out there helping people, then you absolutely have to create content. You have to be out there. You have to be promoting yourself and your good work all the time. And when you drop that, you drop having a business, right? And then I would probably do some kind of call to action If you're struggling with this part, if you don't know how to create content, if you're not sure where to show up on social media, if you really need help understanding how to promote yourself without feeling gross and how to start actually getting high paying clients, then book a generate income strategy call with me. That would all be inspired from this one card that just talks about creating rituals so that you have more grounding and that you can reach your goals. All right. Again, I've said it before and I will say it again, using tarot cards is one of the best ways to come up with content ideas for social media if you're a business owner, because we are so designed to come up with a meaning for different symbols. Okay. Last but not least, the death card. The death card. I love this card. I know it's so creepy. It doesn't actually mean death. It does mean major transitions, letting go of stuff. Let me see. Shayna, welcome. And thank you again for the likes. Oh my gosh, we're already almost up to 200. Wow. Let me see. Do I believe that a full person can have a full-time job and start a business? 100%. I have had so many clients who've worked full-time jobs. My biggest success is this gentleman called Adam Kimmel. He's a technical copywriter. He's also an engineer by trade. So he works full-time doing engineering stuff. I don't actually understand what he does for his day job. But anyway, he works 40 plus hours a week in his day job. He started with me, gosh, I think in January of 2021. He was making $2,000 or $3,000 a month from his side hustle copywriting business. By the time we finished working together 7 months later, he was making $9,000 a month. The next year, he made $150,000 just working in his copywriting business, like 10 to 12 hours a week. Okay. Totally believe in having a successful, business on top of a full-time job. It does take time, like impeccable time management and energy management. Okay. One thing I will give to Adam is that he is neurotypical. He does not have ADHD. I think that would be really challenging for someone with ADHD to do it that seamlessly. However, it is 100% possible. But yeah, no, having a full-time job, you want to have a full-time job for as long as possible as you're starting a business. All right. Because the last thing you want is to be in a situation where you are so desperate for clients because you have to buy food and pay the bills that you're accepting clients who are not your ideal people, who are going to make your life miserable, and accepting them for less pay than you deserve. All right. So fully believe in having a full-time job while you start a business. Encourage it. And yeah, if you need any help, then of course there's a link in my bio if you want to book a generate income strategy call. Anyway, but back to how I create content out of the death card. I would probably start with something like really morbid. Like my first sentence is like, part of you needs to die. I would go for the jugular and like get like that, huh? What do you mean part of me needs to die? And I would talk about like how like we get attached to how we think things are supposed to work. We get attached to the things in our life that we think give us security, and how those are the things that actually get in our way the most when we're trying to do something that's outside our comfort zone. And starting a business is one of the things that is the furthest outside of a comfort zone, right? Because especially if you've never started a business, there's so much that you don't know how to do, right? So you're doing a whole fuck ton of stuff for the first time. And then in addition to that, most of that stuff you're doing publicly. It's not like you're doing it like silently, secretly in a closet somewhere, like if you're starting a business, like for you to start the business and actually get clients, you have to do it publicly. You have to post on social media. You have to announce to people that you've done this. You have to start a website. You have to do so much stuff that's visible to the outside world. So there's a part of you that does actually have to die for you to be able to be a successful business owner, right? Because that part of you that's too afraid to do something publicly, that's too afraid to fail and let people see it, that part of you is not going to help. That part of you has to be left behind, burned the fuck down. And you have to really make space for good things to come to you. right? There's this whole belief in feng shui, which I could also talk about in this post, around like, if you want something to come into your life, like you have to create space for it. If you want a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a partner, and your house is a mess and you don't have enough room on the other side of the bed for someone to sleep there, guess what's not coming into your life? That's right, a partner. They're not coming. Right? Especially if you have ADHD and you like live with a pile of laundry on the other side of the bed. Where are they going to sleep if they show up? Right? If you want to start a business and yet you're not creating enough time or space for that business to happen, or if you are not like filling up the time of running your business with bullshit tactics that aren't actually designed to get you clients, when are you supposed to get clients? Right? One of the things that when I start with clients who are starting their businesses, they tend to think that they're going to work 40 hours a week and every hour is going to be paid by a client. That's not how it's going to happen, right? Because 20 hours of that week have to be devoted to getting clients. So doing marketing efforts, running sales calls, following up with people, doing your newsletter, creating social media content. So really at most, you're going to be able to charge for like 20 hours of that week, right? So if you fill it up with 40 hours, you're not going to get any clients. It's just not going to work that way, right? So anyway, this is really how I make content when I use tarot cards. I pull the card, I read the meaning, I make it mean something for my ideal clients. And then I usually like try to go with like either a sense, like a feeling, like, is it funny? Is it like calling bullshit? Is it a little sad? Like, what is the emotion that I'm calling to? And then of course, like, what do I want them to do at the end of the post? You know, do I want them to book a sales call with me? Do I want them to sign up for my newsletter? Do I want them to just stop being a weenie in their life and just go for it already? As you're starting your business and as you're creating content, look for different things. Like this is the Mystic Mondays tarot card deck. It's one of my absolute favorites, just because it's so pretty. And I love how all the descriptions actually make sense. They're not super woo-woo, and they're easy to just like make a direct correlation to the real world really fast. I also love like these kinds of decks, the Super Attractor deck. What else? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of like things around you that you can use as inspiration for content. And really as a business owner, you have a lot of shit on your plate. Make things as easy as possible. Okay. Don't think you have to raw dog it and make it as complicated as possible or else it's not real. This is real content, 100%. In fact, I'm going to keep these cards out so that I can actually write the posts that I just talked through, because I think that'll be really cool for you to see. If you're watching me on TikTok and you want to see the posts that I write over the next couple of days, just come over to LinkedIn and follow me. I'll be sharing them there. And yeah. Anyway, does anyone have any questions about how to use tarot cards for content creation? Or do you want me to pull a tarot card for you? I'm happy to do any of it, really. I'm already live on a Friday night, so I mean, I might as well hang out for a little longer. And hi, Gypsy, and hi, Joel, and hi, Marisol, and Scooch, and Myrna V, and Josu, and D Young. Let me see. Michelle, and DBR, and Rocky. Oh my gosh, guys, hello. All right, I'm not seeing any questions in the chat, and I'm not seeing any requests for a card. So I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. I am going live every single day this month, okay? So for today's day 7, so I have another 23 days. If there are any topics you want me to go live on, if you're starting a business and you feel like you're really struggling with something, tell me the topic you want me to go live on. I will literally do a whole little training or lecture series or whatever on that topic. And if you If you tell me what your availability is to watch it as well, I'll try to do it in that window. No guarantees though. Anyway, thank you for being here, everyone. Seriously, I haven't been live on TikTok in a little while. I forgot how fun it is. So thank you for joining me. For those of you watching on the Facebooks, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on Instagram, thank you also for being here. And I'm just realizing I didn't check the Instagram comments. Oh, I didn't miss anything. Okay. It's always funny on Friday night to see like which platforms have people hanging out on them. Anyway, I'm Katie McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach for ADHD business owners. Thank you again for being with me. I hope you have an amazing, lovely, restful, fun Friday night and weekend. And I will be live with you again tomorrow. So I'll see you then. All right. Mwah. Bye, everyone.